Hello, cherries. Welcome to live Jerry Cherry Sunday episode Monday, not episode, special Monday edition, episode 45. And in this video, I'm going to show you one of the most important things about guitar playing, and that's string bending. Yes, if not one of the most important, the most important thing, string bending. And I'm going to show you some exercises so that you can have amazing string bends and so you can sound like you know what you're doing. I think it's one of the most important things, string bending. So I see I have my friend Kelly here in the chats. I'm going to say hello to Kelly. Hello, Kelly. How you doing out there? I'll give you a round of applause. All right. So, let's see, that is what is that? Right there. Let me see something here. Hold on a second, Cal. Oh, okay. I'm just seeing things. It's my imagination. It's just my imagination. Playing tricks on me. Okay. I thought I saw a weird thing going on here, but no. It's not. It's not strange. I guess it's not strange. Oh, okay. There it is. Okay. All right. We're tripping out here. Must be something in the water. I don't know. Hello, Lori. Good to see you. All right. Thanks for hanging out here with me on this Monday evening. And give you a round of applause, too. So, in this video, we're going to work on our bends because you could be the most technical guitar player in the world and play a million notes, but if you don't just bend and play with feel, then it really doesn't do anything, for me at least. And there are a lot of people that feel that way. Like my friend Tom here. Hello, Tom. Tom G in the house. Good to see you. So hopefully you can hear my guitar. Let me know if you can hear that out there. Hello, Mike. What's happening? Mike is a great photographer. I know him from the Disco Unlimited. Band takes a lot of pictures of the band and has taken many great pictures. So let me know if you can hear everything out there today. Great to see you. Great to see you, Mike. All right, so if you want to get right to the lesson, I'm going to put a timestamp in here, but I'm just going to say hello and with my friends here for a minute while before I get started on this. We have Kelly out here and Lori and Tom and Mike. So good to see you. He's hanging out with me on Monday. It's a special Monday evening edition of Live Jerry Cherry Sunday. I don't know what you guys are drinking out there today, but it's not coffee. I just have some Coke in here, some Coca-Cola. Wishing there was something else in there that would make it just a little bit nicer, if you know what I mean. But we'll get to that. First things first, we got to take care of business here. Business. And play some guitar and work on some bends. Because like I was saying, this really separates the professional sounding guitar players to amateur sounding guitar players. Something you really have to work on and pay attention to is, especially when you're recording, you really want your bends to be like nice and in tune. You hear this note. When you bend, you want to match that note perfectly. So you're not just bending randomly anywhere. You're actually trying to match a note that's in the key of what you're playing in and in the song that you're playing in. You want to, and it's what really separates guitar players. I think that's the main difference of how when you hear Clapton and you hear Beck and you hear Eddie Van Halen or Randy Rhoads or anyone, you could kind of distinguish them by their tone and their bends, their feel and their vibrato, where they shake the string. Because anyone could play the notes and it would sound straight, but what really distinguishes people apart is the way that they shake the strings, the way they bend the strings. If it's a slow bend up to the pitch, or if it's a fast bend. There's lots of different techniques to it. So there's a lot of ways that you could train yourself and train your ear, because it's really about your hearing as well. And it's also something that a piano player can't do on a piano, is they can't bend strings, obviously, because it's just single notes that they could hit on the piano. So that's one advantage. Now on a synthesizer, they have the wheel, the pitch wheel, where they could just and go crazy with that. But yeah, it's good. It's all good. So if you like this video so far, where I'm going with this, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and now there's one important thing that you have to remember with bending strings, is that you don't have to use your fingers as much as you use your wrists. So really, when you grab the guitar neck, you're kind of placing your hand around with this part of your hand, which I believe is called the fulcrum. I'm not exactly 100% sure of this, but it's this area right here in the fulcrum that you're going to wind up moving back and forth. Now, I did a video, an extensive video on bending strings, and I'll put it in a card above here and a link in my description. When I first started making YouTube videos, it was one of my first videos, because I thought it was one of the most important things to do is bending strings. So definitely check out that video, how to bend strings, and it was my top 5 tips. So check that out when you get a chance, and we'll be bending some terrific notes here. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this so far, even though I haven't done anything yet. Tom, hope the playing is going great. Very cool of you guys to hang out with me here on Monday evening, and hopefully your week is going great. Let me know how your week is going so far. It's just started. It's Monday, but I just got back from Minnesota. I flew back yesterday, and boy, my arm's tired. Okay, no more jokes, I promise, or at least no more bad jokes. I was in Pine Country, I think it was Pine Country, Minnesota, at the Hinckley Casino, and I played a show with Abacadabra. It's an ABBA tribute band, and they're a great band, and it was an amazing show. It was for the High Rollers. It was this private event out there, but it was a big production, and it was really, really a lot of fun. It's Turkey Day up here. Oh, that's right. Where are you again? Are you in Canada? Is it Turkey Day? I know it is Columbus Day today too. I know that. And it's also another holiday today. Is it a Indigenous People Day? Is that what it's called? Indigenous People Day. So, yep. Turkey Day up in Canada. I think that's where you are, Tom. So, we got to put down that turkey leg for a second. Pick up your guitar. Now, one thing that we'll start off with, we'll play that thing that everybody knows, A minor pentatonic scale. Right? Over an A minor chord. Over an A minor 7 chord. Now, one thing you can do is practice bending strings from this pentatonic scale. Niagara Falls, Ontario. On the other side of Buffalo. That's great. I've seen Niagara Falls from both sides, from Buffalo and from Niagara, or from Ontario. Niagara Falls. I guess it's called Niagara, right, on that side. So now you can practice using this scale, the A minor pentatonic scale. So what you want to do is you want to hit the notes And then you want to take the note below it in that scale and bend up to it. So here's a reference note, your note. Here's the A. Then you want to take this G note and try to match it identically. If it sounds too sharp, hear that? A lot of people do that. They'll bend strings, and it just won't sound good because it's just like singing. That's the equivalence of singing sharp or singing flat. If I bend flat, if I'm not all the way up to pitch, like that, hear that? Doesn't sound that good, but you want to go right up to the note. So then the next note would be the 7th, which is a G. So you could take the note below. Actually, we won't do that. We'll get to the scale. We'll do that. We'll get to the actually, no, we will do the 7th. But we'll start from here, from this note, from the F. So I'm bending that right to the G. And then here's the 5th note, which is an E note. Then you take the D. I'm hitting the note first as a reference. And I'm matching it perfectly. And then I could take the note below that, which is a C, bend it to a D. So that's working in the pentatonic scale. Now let's do the A minor scale, because there's a little bit more to do there. We'll even work up to the C note. With the C, take the B, bend right up to it. Then we'll take the B note, we'll take the note below that and bend up to that. We'll take the A note, take the G note that's below that, bend up to that. Hit the G as a reference, play the F, bend right up to it. A little vibrato. We'll take the F note, reference, hit the E. That's a half step bend. Now, hopefully you guys are getting this so far. You enjoying this? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Give some applause. Thanksgiving more football. So Kelly, Tom says, thanks Kelly. I celebrate your guys' Thanksgiving morning football. Yeah, lots of football on Thanksgiving here. It's always the Lions, the Cowboys against someone, and then another game at nights on Thursdays, which will be coming up pretty soon, right? Next month. So now you always want to have some support too, because one thing I forgot to mention: when you're bending the notes, you're not really using your fingers like I was saying earlier. You're using your wrists to bend up like this. Whereas your fingers don't have as much strength going forward. Your wrist has a lot more strength. So, while you could use your fingers, watch what I do here. I'm going to place it as a grip on the neck, on the fretboard. And I'm going to just turn my wrist up, and it's going to go, it's going to act as like I have a grip on the neck, and I'm locking down on it, and I'm not using my fingers to bend up. I'm using my wrist, and it gives me a little bit more control. See, I'm not moving my fingers. It may look like it, but I'm actually moving my wrist, and the whole mechanism here is just kind of working together, which gives me a lot of control. Because you could do that everywhere, and you could be a little more precise. Because once you get in the neighborhood, you know it. You're listening to the pitch, and you know how much effort you have to put in with your wrist. Or as opposed to your fingers, which are not as strong, but you are using your fingers as well. So therefore I recommend that you don't really use just one finger to try to bend, which you can. A lot of times you're not going to be able to do that. You want to use all of your fingers as support. See, I'm using 3 of them here. Whereas if I just used one, you don't have really as much control. And if you're running around stage, or if you're performing, or if you're going from one thing to another, you really need to have the support of all these fingers working with you. It's kind of like, here's your main finger, and here's 2 of your helpers. You know, like hamburger helpers. You know, just kind of helping you push the string up, or helping you control the grip of the string. So try to get as many. You could use your pinky too, and use these 3 as your helpers, as your hamburger helpers. So really, it really depends on what you want, what fingers you want to use, and how comfortable you are with them. So that's a great exercise, is to go up and down the scale. Did I miss this one? So another really cool way is to kind of just go up the major scale on each single string. Check this out. Here. Like you all know that one, right? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, right? Now try to bend each note. That's a good practice too. So you go. So essentially, and then go down. So it's really hard as you go down lower. The strings are a lot harder to bend into pitch and in tune. You could do the same thing. Do the same thing up an octave from the 12th fret. That's why if you use your wrist, like sometimes I fall into a bad habit where I don't, I use my fingers. When it's tough to get a bend, at least you'll have the full strength of your wrist and your fingers doing the work for you. So then you could do it on every string. Do it on the B string. Now your B major. You could bend it. You could hear the note first. And then. So now you have. Do it up the octave here. So you can bend those now. So it's good ear training because it forces you to listen to the notes instead of just randomly playing a bunch of notes that don't make sense, that have no feel. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this so far and picking up some helpful clues to how we do this guitar thing. And so it's very important when you're in the studio, because when you're recording solos, you really want them to be precise and in tune, because you're recording them and it's forever. It's not like, I mean, this live video is forever and I'll hit a few things that aren't so perfect. But in the studio, you want to get it right, because you're making a record and it's live, not live. It's gonna be there forever, and so I spend a lot of time on my solos on the records, just really trying to. And I've always done that. That's one thing I've always known. Well, not always. I've known for a long time, is that when you're recording guitar solos, because hearing yourself back is probably one of the most important things you could do as a musician, because it doesn't lie. It's kind of like looking in the mirror. It's like it is what it is. You are who you are, and when you're playing and you're listening to yourself back, you're playing. That's you playing. It's not going to come back sounding like Eddie Van Halen if you're not Eddie Van Halen. You could dream, and I do that all the time, but unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Sometimes what you hear back is not very, very good, so you use that to listen and go, you know what? I really have to work on my bends. And that way, when you're in the studio and you have to hit an E, and I've done that before, where it's like I've punched in certain solos where it's like I have to hit an E note perfectly. And I'll go, and I'll hold my hand there in this perfect bend position. So when it's time to record, I'll be right on the note exactly. Is it cheating? Probably not. So, Now, hopefully you guys are enjoying this. And we're just rocking. So that's 2 ideas. Here's another thing you can do. You can kind of bend up through the pentatonic scales, through the positions. Right, like here's the first position right here. Find all the places you can bend. We're only going to do whole step and half step. Well, there's no half steps in the pentatonic one, but we'll do whole steps. We won't do like minor third bends because those are a little too much. And up in this position. Up here. And up here. Then up here. And you're back up here again, to where you were here. So I built a little track here, just a chord, that you could practice these bends to. It's an A minor 7 chord. So you can focus on really trying to get them in tune. Here's the root. Here's the 7th. Gain on it. doing here? I'm just bending. I'm gonna match this note. Here's the seventh. Here's the fifth. Here's perfectly in tune. Take the minor third. Bend up here. Some vibrato. I forget to use my wrist a lot of time. You have more control to have a better vibrato. Check this out. Because once you have the note, the pitch in place, then you can just kind of just relax and let your wrist do the shaking. Bending the G to the A. I'm trying to bend perfectly in tune, so it forces you to listen. Hear that bone? All right. Aaron, you're driving me round the bend. I thought I was driving you right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby, right round. You shoot. What is it? You spin me right round. I thought I was spinning you right round. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby, right round. So that's not an A, it's an F sharp. Spin me right round, baby, right round. Man, now I'm going to get a copyright infringement. Now I'm going to have a copyright claim. Thank you, Aaron. Aaron's got a great YouTube channel. Check him out at Aaron Short Music. I was watching some of his live earlier today. Every Monday and every Sunday he goes live. I've missed you the last few Sundays because I've been out on the road for the last 3 weekends. Actually, the last 2 weekends. And the last one is this next Sunday. But once we get past next week, it'll be back to normal, I suppose. So, all right. So what I'll do is one last little thing here is I'll play this A minor chord, and I'll just go up through the different positions, bending notes. So we have just an A minor 7 chord. Here's the one position here. I'm trying to really match that note perfectly. Here's the fifth. Back to the root. Now go up to the next position. The next position. I can hit this note as a reference. It's great for like really practicing your bends, and obviously that's what this video is about. But when it's time to really lay down a solo, this practice and these exercises will really they just start coming naturally. I'm just going up the positions of the pentatonic scale. And it keeps you from just kind of like ripping all over the neck, because you're really focusing on just the notes and listening to your bends. So it keeps you from playing just a bunch of random garbage. Next position. Exercise is to kind of hit the reference note and then take the note below it and bend up to it. Probably wouldn't want to play this D note too long over an A chord. So you resolve it back to the A or to the E. Here. Said don't use one finger until you're really comfortable doing it and you want to cause severe damage to yourself. Crazy. All right. Well, that just about wraps it up. So, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Tonight, you are the bestest in the world. Enjoy the rest of your week. I know it just started. I did an extensive video, like I mentioned earlier, about on bends, and I'll put a card up here and a link in my description. And hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and release a new video every week. And I also go live every Sunday at 11 a.m., except the last few weeks I've been doing Mondays makeup at 7:30. So it might be one last time doing Monday at 7:30 next week before I get back to Sundays. So happy Monday, everyone. That's true. That's what Kelly says. Thank you. Bend it like Beckham. Is that a band? I totally forgot if that is a band. Bend it like Beckham. I've heard that before. Very, very cool. And happy Halloween. Yeah, well, isn't that the 31st? Today's only the 11th. So we still have 20 days, right, before Halloween? You'll be back. I'll see you before then. Yeah. But happy Halloween in advance. Everyone seems to be like, getting all their decorations ready. And you know what I want to be? I want to be Aaron for Halloween today. Just be a very cool English chap with a great YouTube channel. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Tom. Have a good week. My pleasure, Tom. Hopefully get this benefits you guys in some way. And it's just so important, I'd rather hear a guitar player just bend the right notes and play like nice vibrato than play a million notes any day of the week. I grew up loving speed demon guitar players, but the one thing that they all had in common too is they still had great vibrato and great bends. So if they were all just speed, I probably never would have liked them, even as a child, not even understanding why. But that feel part of it is a great aspect, and you could always lean on that, because that's really that's what really separates guitar players, in my opinion, is bending and vibrato. So and another thing I want to mention is that every Thursday I go live at 7:30 on my Facebook channel, Jerry Cherry. Is Jerry Cherry Band? YouTube, Facebook/Jerry Cherry Band, I believe, even on Facebook. So check that out this Thursday at 7:30. My good friend here in the chats, Kelly, also does a live stream every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 o'clock on her page, Kelly's Music Corner. And her dad goes live on the same page, Kelly's Music Corner, and plays a mean guitar. And I watched it, a bit of it, Saturday from Minnesota. My gig started at 6:30, so I was only able to watch a little bit of it from Minnesota. And but it's always awesome, and can't wait to get back on track where I could watch a full Fortune show. So my pleasure, Kel. You always rock. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me, Kelly and Aaron and Tom and Lori. You guys are just and Mike. You guys are really, really cool. Did I say Tom? Yeah. Tom and Jared. So thank you very much for hanging out. And I guess I'll see you here next Monday, because I'm not getting in from Reno till early Monday morning. But I'll be here Monday night, and then after that, we'll do it again starting Sundays again. So if you're interested in any of the sounds that I'm using here to get these tones, I put links for all that stuff in my description. And I got a cool video coming out in a few days that I'm working on now, so look out for that. And love you guys to death. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and have a great week. And remember, be cool, Be kind. Like Betty Boop. Boop boop be doo. And be cherry. Love you guys. Have a great night. I'll see you soon. Ciao.